Dr. Martin Luther King were alive today, he would have mixed emotions. Of course, he would be proud to see the strides made by African Americans towards positive advancements in the community, such as holding positions and making major impacts as mayors, city council, government, and city officials. However, he would feel somewhat disdain due to poverty, the number of people living in shelters on streets, drugs being sold to and used by minors so openly, and environment-stricken streets in most inner cities in the United States. Dr. King would be pleased to see how easy it is for students to attend any school of their parent or guardian's choice. On the other hand, he'll raise an eyebrow to know that many schools are overcrowded, thus lack of adequate teaching supplies such as textbooks to educate them with. The increasing number of dropouts will send Dr. King running for a Tylenol and a glass of water. If he was to speak to those dropouts, he would encourage them to work harder, to ask questions, to demand more than the norm for themselves, to go above and beyond for their future as well as their children's future. And last but not least, he would tell them that knowledge is free. You just have to bring your own container. Although some of today's current events may seem doomed, all is not lost. After the passing of Dr. King, he has inspired other freedom fighters to pick up where he left off. Many have fought a long and hard battle to carry the torch for equal employment wages, better health care, and fair housing. Even though the U.S. is going through a recession, Dr. King would have held his head somewhat high because minorities finally have rights that they deserve and opportunities that were not available prior to his passing. Many major events have taken place this year. One, in particular, was the 2008 presidential election race. Dr. King would have burst into a deep gut laughter to see for the first time in history a black man and a white woman announce their voice as a candidate. He would have laughed and cried uncontrollably to hear that Barack Obama was elected the 44th president of the United States, nearly 40 years after his most famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Dr. King would say to himself, "Finally, our skin is no longer considered a sin. America, my work here is done." Thank you.
Sarah-Elizabeth Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give all of our speakers a standing ovation.